This is a short video on how to make a pedal board tier. I made this tier for an ATA case. I have a 32 by 16 ATA case and I needed a tier for the second level of my pedals. It also has a patch bay, an electrical outlet. This is the latch that holds it down. And I've got dimensions on all the measurements that I used and basically how to build it. I'll go through all of that. This is the latch that holds down the lid. The lid has a kind of a shock absorber thing to keep it open when I need access down here. So I've got some pedals that stay on down here, and also my wireless system goes here, and then I've got power supplies that go over on this side. Got a power strip which wires over here to this switch. And then I've got a Hosa 8-channel patch bay. So I'll go through how I built the pedal board, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll try to answer them. Okay, well, I'm done with all the cuts on the main tier. I haven't put it together yet, but so this is the patch bay I made. I've got this big piece on the bottom because when I put Velcro on the bottom to attach the tier to the bottom of the ATA case, I need as much surface area as possible. But that's it. It's got a switch. It's got a Hosa 8-channel patch bay. I attach it with this plate. Basically this galvanized plate I got from Home Depot. So these are the pieces. Got 3 of these. Well, 1, 2, and the third one I attached to the bottom of this. So yeah, I needed as much surface area as possible for the Velcro. So anyway, let me put it together and I'll take another video shortly. So here's the frame all bolted together. See, I've got some holes drilled here. That's where I'm going to install my my power strip. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint it now. I think paint it all black, and then I'll install the power strip. Okay, I've got it all masked off, ready for paint. I went ahead and masked off the bottom side where the Velcro is going to go, because I've found that once you paint something Velcro, that Velcro tape doesn't stick very well. So, alright, now we'll start painting. So here's the power strip that I'm going to install right here. And I cut a hole right there where I'm going to feed the power cable through. So I'm gonna get some double-sided tape and also some tie wraps to hold that down. And then we're gonna run this over here to the electrical outlet. Okay, so I put a piece of double-sided tape on the power strip, and I ran some tie wraps through the holes. And this is going to go in there just like that. Okay, here it is installed. I'm going to tie wrap the cable, ran it through the hole, tie wrapped it here, and now I'm going to wire it to the plug. Okay, I stripped the insulation back. I've got this nice diagram. So you've got your white, black, and green from the cable coming in to the switch. And then I've got to make these two jumpers first. So I'm going to make those and plug them up to the plug, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I have some 14 gauge wire. And I have 8 of these little 14 to 16 gauge crimp connectors. And here's the switch. Wire it up. And here's the first jumper, just like the diagram shows. It's that black one right there. Okay, and work on the second one. Here's the second jumper. According to the diagram, so that's our outer jumper. Now we'll wire up the cable. Okay, this is the finished product. I've got the white, black, and green cables wired in into the switch, plugged it back in. I also have an extra, I spliced into here an extra ground cable. This should be green, but this only had white wire. But anyway, this is going to, there's an earth ground connection on the Moen GEC9, and so I'm going to go ahead and connect this to the earth ground on the switch itself. There we go. And we're going to test it out now. We're going to power. Okay. Switch is off. Let's turn the switch on. Okay, it's lit. That's great. Okay, now we're going to install the hinges. Get these little brass hinges. Okay, we're going to install them on here, and I'm going to use some pop rivets to install them to the top, and then just screw them down to these 3 mounts here. This is where I'm going to put them. Okay, now the hinges are installed using pop rivets. Had to grind them down a little bit so that they wouldn't touch against, they wouldn't give too much gap there. So, yeah, it works pretty good. Okay, here's the finished product. Hinges were put on. I have that little shock absorber thing that'll hold the lid open. When I need to get access down here. Hinges are held on with pop rivets. That's held on with pop rivets. Hatch bay. Electrical's all hooked up. So this shock absorber thing is really cool. It's kind of, they're designed to hold open lids. It's really nice. This latch is pretty cool too. Just to hold it in place so it won't fly open on me. That's the back of it. Now I'm going to install the LEDs. It's an LED pack I got on Amazon. This is the power supply for it, and it's actually going to fit kind of nicely right here in this little slot here. So I'm going to install that next. Okay, I have the LED power supply installed now. Drilled some holes and used some tie wraps to hold it in place. Tie wrap the cables. This is where it'll plug into the LED strip. Go ahead and install the LEDs now. Here's the LEDs I bought. So we're going to go ahead and test them out. Go ahead and plugged in power strip. Plug them in real quick. Make sure they work before I start installing them. Okay, blue LEDs. Everything looks good. I'm basically going to kind of go around the outer edge with the strip. I'll put those on next. Okay, I finished installing the LEDs. There's the power coming in. So this is where the strip starts. Goes across, makes a corner, makes another corner. You just kind of fold it there at the little gold tabs. Okay, switch it on. That's it. So when the pedal board lid is down, all I get is kind of this glow, which is what I was looking for. The back of the board. Alright, I finished putting the Velcro on. Also added some blocks to the top here. I've got some mini pedals that are going to go here. One here and then two here. Just kind of gives me a little bit of a tier for those pedals that I'm going to hit. A spot here for my Digitech Jamman stereo. And then I'll have pedals all the way across. Also put a little catch here so that the door doesn't open too much. Alright, we're pretty much done with it now. Turn this LEDs off. And I've got some, it's called Velcro Extreme on the bottom. Got plenty of surface area, so this will attach to the bottom of the ATA case. That's it. If you have any questions, leave me some comments below and I'll try to answer them.